So today I'm going to be going into Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 3. I believe this one's titled Headhunters. And I'm just going to be giving a quick recap and some of my thoughts and opinion. The episode kind of follows the kids discovering a wax room in the Mystery Shack. And Stan tells them how, he's had it and he doesn't really use it. But they're pretty interested in it. And, there's a bunch of cool wax figures in there from Sherlock Holmes to Larry King and a bunch of other stuff. So it's a pretty cool episode, cool premise. The main idea is that there's like kind of a murder mystery type thing. Stan has his own wax figure that Mabel kind of adds her touch to. And he gets his head chopped off one night. So then they try to figure out, who did it, what's going on here, and what's the kind of mystery behind that. So they kind of dive into it because earlier in the episode, Dipper and Mabel were watching Detective. And Dipper said how easy it is to solve a mystery, and Mabel asked him if he thinks he could, solve one of his own. And they decide to look into the mystery of who beheaded the wax figure. To do that, they kind of go around the town and think about who would have motive and who could do it. Who'd be most likely to be the perpetrator. So they go around town looking for everyone, and Dipper kind of uses process of elimination. He figures out that the person who did it was left-handed because it's a left-handed axe. He finds this out by going to the same guy from previous episode that I was talking about, who was beating up fish with his bare hands instead of catching them with a rod or a pole. So he uses this and starts eliminating, everybody who's right-handed, which leads him to, find a few people. His final conclusion is that it is the reporter, whose name I'm blanking on. Let me see if I can find this. 1 second, sorry. I think it's Chandra Jimenez. Oh, no. Toby Determined is the reporter, and they accuse him, and it's looking like it is him because there's a distinct footprint with a hole in the bottom of the shoe, and Toby has that hole in his shoe. So they get to the conclusion that it has to be him because he's also left-handed. He didn't, he wasn't there the night of, and he was disrespected by Stan earlier in the episode. So they go there with the police, and they bust down his door. But he does have an alibi because he has video proof that he was dancing with a cardboard cutout of another female reporter in the town, which is that Chandra Jimenez character. And, that's where he was, so it couldn't have been him. So the kids are lost, they're confused, they're back at the shack, trying to think about what went wrong. And then that's when the wax figures come to life. And they find out that, they've been cursed. It's not... Mabel asks if they're magic, and they say, of course not. This is a curse. It's a curse. So they, start attacking the kids, so they have to fight them off. So, they start slicing and dicing with the axe and start burning them. And, Mabel's throwing some of them in the fire, and Sherlock Holmes is chasing Dipper throughout the shack, and then he finally reaches the roof, I believe, and the sun is coming up, which Sherlock Holmes doesn't realize. So Dipper just distracts him until it does, and then that's the end of that. He takes care of him. Light work. So that's pretty much the episode. Nothing crazy. This one was pretty good. It's kind of similar to the last one where it doesn't really give me the vibes of the first one, but I still really liked it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. I loved Wax Coolio, and I love the cops especially. I mean, they're just a really funny duo. So it was a good episode. You get to see more of the town. You get to dive deeper into some of the characters and get a little fun mystery with a cool premise. So yeah, it was pretty solid. I think this show is one of those where you have episodes like this where it's like, did this set up anything that would probably be brought back? I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. It could, but in my opinion, I can't really think of anything. I'm trying to, but kind of hard pressed to think of anything that would come back in a big way. So yeah, I don't really think anything would. Like I said, still a solid episode. I'm excited to see where this show goes because I believe there is 20 episodes in this season, or 21. And let's see what the next episode is titled. So, The Hand That Rocks the Mabel is the next episode. So, yeah, this should be pretty interesting. I mean, this show feels like it has some real potential to dive into a story, and from everything I've heard from people on the internet, without getting into spoilers, they didn't want to spoil it for me, but I have heard that it gets pretty crazy in the mystery side and the whole connected storyline, which is awesome because I love a connective tissue like that, a big storyline you could follow, and it seems very well written. Like the guy Alex Hirsch, the creator, he seems like a very smart dude, and I feel like he put a lot of passion into this. It's not just like a little kid's cartoon project he created and something he doesn't really give a shit about. It seems like something he wanted to do, and he had a clear idea from the beginning, because I could be wrong. Like I said, I haven't seen the whole show obviously, but it just feels like, I don't know, he had everything set up from episode 1. Or the first few episodes, he has everything set up that he is going to use. Like the town, the lore, the people in the town. It just seems like he knows what he's doing, and he should have a very clear vision, which I can appreciate. So yeah, I might put out another video today, by the way, talking about kind of comic book news type stuff. If it doesn't come out today, it'll come out tomorrow. And if that's something that is wanted or anyone's interested in, there you go. Got something to look forward to. Let me know what exactly you'd like me to dive into. If I don't put it out today and I have time to read comments and take those suggestions into account, we'll do that, and maybe we could have a discussion. If anything, maybe I can live stream one day and we can have a live discussion and kind of go over everything, because there is some stuff I saw I've been interested in going over, like a certain rumor about the Superman movie, a rumor about the Sony/Marvel Spider-Man deal stuff, some Venom 3 stuff, and some PlayStation stuff. So yeah, even though PlayStation is not comic book, still I'm interested in going over some of that. So yeah, that'll probably be the next video. If not, it'll be the Gravity Falls Season 1 Episode 4 video. So yeah, feel free to check it out, hang around. I know this wasn't super in-depth, but like I said before, this channel is not meant to be a super formal, official thing. I kind of just want to talk about what I want to talk about, how I want to. I don't want to have to write a script. Not that I'm lazy, but I just don't want that kind of channel. I want this to be like me talking to my friends, and since my friends don't always share my interests in stuff like this, it's kind of my outlet to express myself and get my opinions out there. Even if I'm talking to a wall sometimes, like no one's watching or talking back, that's okay. At least I can get my opinion out there. So that's pretty cool to be able to do. So yeah, I hope everyone takes care of themselves, has a great night or day or week, whatever. And I will be back in the next one.